what was going on with that thing there. So I was kicked out of it just now. You wouldn't go back to this regular thing. I have no clue. Well, such is life. What don't come with its own hurdles. Yeah. Sorry. All I was trying to do was stop the notification that was coming in. And little did I know what that was. It just messed up my life just now. But sorry, people. Sorry, man. I say go. Say go. Such is life. They say, what is life without a hurdle? Eh? So that's what's up. What is life without a hurdle? Sorry about that, yeah, people. Sorry. Are we there here anywhere? So I have to get ready to leave out of the house here. Got these people. So if anybody wanna watch the update of what I was talking about, they can go. I will sure do a follow up look when everything work out to let you guys know what's going on and thing. But for right now, we're not gonna bother talk about the update anymore. We're just gonna move forward, because we already talked about it. So we're not gonna do it no longer on it. So sorry, because our phone messed up. The notification messed up the phone just now. So we're not gonna bother dwell on that. Whatever it was, I'm just gonna let you guys know. Just stay alert, be careful of anything that's going on. You know what I mean? I see a notification coming just now, and I'm not even touching it because it messed the live up. But so a lot of things be going on around us, and I just want you all to just be alert and be careful. You know what I mean? Because to be honest, people not you can't really trust people because you don't know who is people no more. You just have to live and live without no regrets. Live without no fear. You know what I mean? Don't let nobody put no fear in you because as the Bible does say, even when time Peter was crossing the water and he reached in the part of the middle, he was so scared to cross, and God had to remind him who he is. He said, remember who I am God. You know what I mean? So you just have to live and just pay attention. And the good thing nowadays we have social media at our fingertip. If we have internet or battery life, where we can document our journeys and everything, and have a good friend that you can confide in and talk to about stuff, and report anything you see that is it might be petty to you, and you say you don't think anything of it. But remember what I said: petty behavior lead up to everything else. Alexandra say, how you doing? Greetings, man, greetings. So just bear that in mind. So how is everybody doing on this beautiful day? It's a beautiful day today, even though we had some rain and everything, and then we have it's a beautiful day. I get up and do what I had to do. I got me some clothes to go fold and everything. Jalen, did you finish eat? You finish eat. So how is everybody doing? Yes. I was doing a live earlier and the live messed up, but we're gonna move right along. We're not gonna do a little. I need to read. I need to read that daily book I used to read. I want to see what the message is for today. Oh, throw that in the bin. Throw that in the bin. Right, so that's what we were saying. Sorry about is the Wi-Fi in the notification or whatever, but such is life. They say, what is life without a hurdle? What is life without a struggle? So we understand all of these things. So we just have to keep pushing, keep living, keep surviving, keep striving for excellence. And no matter what you do in this world, just remember we cannot read mind. We can't read none of that. So we just have to be on our alert, be very attentive, be aware of our surrounding at all times. Mind you, sometimes we're not perfect. We're human beings. Sometimes we just go outside, and if you have a vehicle and you're outside, also continue to check around and any little thing, you know what I mean. And always try to backtrack your steps, because in life it is the petty things sometimes can throw you off, and is when you realize what is happening, you're already confused now because you're wondering where is all this coming from. So just be alert, and be out here trying to make sure you are safe wherever you are at all time. Remember, we're not perfect. You know what I mean? Things do happen. Sometimes we leave the place open for anything to come in to affect us, and we're not realizing it. So always be on your alert and be aware. And one of the things when you be aware of something, because this morning when I was gonna go knock on the person on the door to see if I could see the camera, I heard a voice say, "No, no, no, don't go to the door. Go down to the office and go talk to them down there." But they said they couldn't show me the camera because they don't want, if they show you the camera and now you see who did it, then you go knock on their door or retaliation. But so just be on your alert, family, at all times. It doesn't matter. We're not exempt from anything. You know what I mean? The only man exempt from anything in this world now is the one who's no longer here, because their petty behavior of other people who probably destroy them, um, take them out already, so they're no longer here. Okay, so they're exempt. But who is not exempt? Us that are alive, we still breathing. As the songwriter says, as long as I'm still breathing, you understand? So that goes to show we have to pay attention. We have to be on our alert. Like this morning, they're gonna come for Jaden, my son laptop now, so we gotta wait for him to come. And I was saying to my son, this is how you do stuff, because I'm letting him know that when people try to do harm to you or petty behavior, even if you don't think nothing of it, but it's petty. Also, this is what you do. You take the necessary step. You go to the police station and you make a report, because what happened when you make a report, that is there. So if anything lead up to the aftermath later on in life, God forbid, these things are documented and there to say, yes, you did file a police report. Yes, you did. Even if no step have taken after, but at least it's there for the petty behavior of whatever, who or whosoever messing with you. You know what I mean? So those things are very good to be documented. You know what I mean? You just go act upon what you need to act upon, not just sit down there and take matters into your hand and arguing with people or knocking on people's door. No, you go and do the right thing. My bus driver is trying to get me in. Me, I am a minor. Your bus driver is trying to get you, you're a minor. And you should report that. You should report that and don't engage in anything, in any conversation with nobody or anything. And then you report that, you talk to your parents so they can get you the necessary help you need. You know what I mean? So you can be protected and be safe. Don't argue with nobody or anything. Talk to your parents. If you can document it. You know what I mean? And be careful. Those are unacceptable behaviors, okay? If you're under the age and you're a minor, those are unacceptable behaviors, you know. And then what I realize nowadays with people is, like, when you say no, people don't understand what the word no mean. They think no mean there's a Y to it. There's no Y to the no. There's a no. So even when people put in argument to you and you say no, they think that they need an explanation for no. You know what I mean? So you gotta be careful, okay? And as parents too, we have a duty to explain things to our children. When you see things are happening to us, we have a duty, not because it don't knock on your door, but you still have a duty if you always talk to your children about anything. Even if you hear it on the news and you see certain things get out of hand or anything, we all have a duty to talk to our children about things that are happening around them. Because remember, it's not only in the home things are happening. Things are happening in the environment that these children are commuting back and forth to, wherever they go in their location, wherever they've been. They're surrounded, their peers, everything. So it's not just home, you know what I mean? You go anywhere, they leave home, they go wherever they go, school, work, whatever environment, and not everybody embrace these things. So we have to equip them, we have to prepare them. Like this one, when I went to the police station and my son was there with me because he messed his laptop up so he couldn't be in class, I talked to him about these things. So I show him that you don't have to retaliate and just assume. Because your assumption can be wrong too. Your prediction of maybe thinking this person is a target when it could be somebody else. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you look at this person and you think that is that person harassing you, or that is this person sending a message to you, and it could be you could all be wrong because you're so worked up. You're so overwhelmed, you're so drained, you're not thinking clearly, you're not in your right headspace, you know what I mean? So I show him this step by step. So if somebody messing with you, I say this is the steps you take, and you don't have to tell him nothing. Go ahead and take a step. You know what I mean? Because sometimes what happens with a lot of people too, they look at these people when they're doing you harm, and you go tell them, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, and then the petty behavior of them lead up to anything before you could even get to do what you got to do to protect yourself. So securing yourself in this world is to find somebody you can confide in outside of just the people them that you know every day, because the people that you know every day, they laugh with you, they drink with you, they eat with you, and you can't read mine. We cannot read mine. So many people can be attested to their family member that used to have people around them that eat with them, drink with them, laugh with them, think they got their bag, think they were like cool like this and all of these things. And these people can attest because they are living proof of what the flesh can do to people. You know what I mean, with petty things, and you don't think nothing of it. A lot of people are living proof of it now. The people who are not proof of it now, it is the one that gone, but the family members that are left, you can see some of these things that they had to encounter during their time with their family member, who certain things that happened to, you know what I mean, and they have to live to fill that void, to fill that gap, and that's why you see so many awareness are out here nowadays. And I'm telling you guys from now, do not sit down on petty behavior. I don't care what it is. If it's not a bird pass by and the bird they like to dump something on your car, do not sit down. And it don't have to be car. It can be anything. Don't sit down, you know what I mean? And we have to communicate with our children when we're going through stuff. And half of these things is not just because you probably say, oh, because you're single or you're living by yourself with your kids, or it happens to just about anybody. These petty behaviors have no respect for whose life they go, who whose home, whose yard, whose wherever. These petty behaviors have no respect for nobody. They don't care where they go, and we clearly seeing that all the time. So it just goes to show you don't have to say, oh, because I'm single. None of that. You don't have nothing to do with none of that. All this is telling us that everybody need to start be on their alert and start being aware of everything. Everything around you. Don't care who. It could even be the ant scrolling. You gotta start being aware. You know what I mean? It's not to scare you. It's to alert you. Because sometimes you hear people talking about stuff. Some people say, oh, I'm scared. Oh, you don't need to be scared. Because, you just don't know when nothing going to knock at your door. We can't read mine again. We can't stress talking about we can't read mine. Nobody. You know what I mean? Nobody. We can't read mind, people. That's one thing we never get. We never have that ability to read mind. You know what I mean? Because if we could read mind, I'm telling you, a lot of people that's no longer here would be here. But because of that major factor that we don't have, that's a major downfall, that we didn't get that ability. We can feel when something is now kind of off or so, but it's not enough to say, point the finger, or you know what I mean, it's not enough for anything. So that's why we don't take nothing lightly, because we can't read mind. We don't throw nothing underneath the rug. We don't just say, let me just sweep it off and it's okay, it'll be good again. No. Take steps. You don't have to argue with nobody, and humble yourself and go do what you gotta do. Don't be arguing with people and then going out there trying to take step. No, you take your step. But such is life, family. We don't have no control over people's mind. We don't have not even over our own mind. Sometimes we don't have no control over. We don't. Sometimes we go through so much in life, and We don't have the control, and that's why we say we have to stay prayed up, stay focused, stay positive, and always just have a conscious mind. I don't think that because you got a bunch of people around you, you're good, and you're that. You don't know. They said one bad egg do what? If I hear that saying, one bad egg spoil the whole bunch. So we have that to bear in mind. One bad egg spoil the whole bunch. So we have a lot of food for thought. We have a lot to think about. We have a lot to process as human being. We have a lot to process. So even though we will say, "Cho," no, you could shake your shoulder all you want. You could, whatever.
Focusing on the hospital, the patients, and my friends. Especially my friends with bigger worries than I have.
But other than that, we are doing good. We're feeling good. The Lion won their game last night, so second win again in the row. So that's feeling good. That's a good news, and everything. And get up. The little one gone to school. The big one, I just tape his computer box up for him to take it back with him and everything, and so forth.
And she's back to work for his father's record.
Which means officially that she never did anything wrong. Now everyone knows it was a trumped up charge.
Now, well, this might be a cause for celebration today. The fact that Drew went after Stella at all.
My favorite show is going on.
There's no level that fool won't sink to get what he wants and what he wants right now. It's to cause our Curtis pain.
Our eyes are wide open to that. Marshall, we appreciate your love and support. We don't want you to worry.
And besides,
My favorite show is on General Hospital.
Drew hasn't kept his finger.
I think I get some of my knowledge from General Hospital, especially with Curtis, because he do things so discreet where when he sees something kind of weird and off, he stand up, but he pay attention, and then he will ask or go to his favorite friend. What's his name? What's that lady name in the detective arena there on there? And he will go to her and he will ask her some things and he will say, but this not adding up. Because the last time I see this person that and the rookie, I watch a lot of these shows and even though they're shows, but they kind of give you some ways of how to execute real life situation. You know what I mean? Because some of these shows, like the rookie and these shows that you see trying to crack something what's going on and trying to get an understanding of why would somebody do this, why sometimes it kind of give you a little idea of real life activities, because then when you see start play out in your life, then you realize that okay, I know what to do. He humble and then he will go to that lady, what's her name, Anna. He will go to Anna and he will say, hey, so and so. Or even though Nina kind of something in the show, but he will go to Nina to her and he will say, so and so not adding up. And somebody always have a piece of the puzzle to patch, just so you know anything, somebody knows something. And he would go to him and he would say, oh, you remember that last time we see that person was right there? They were looking awful weird. And then they start to come all together now to make everything make sense. You know what I mean? And then I watch the rookie too. And how they come and they solve problem. And you know what I mean? They just start to think about just a little petty stuff. Little note be left in around. Maybe somebody ransack something or throw something down and the way they put it or something, we call and say, hey, this thing kind of off, or they do it kind of half open and they start to backtrack. Did I leave my door open this much? You know what I mean? Certain little thing. So it kind of give you an idea of real life events and how to navigate your way through it. So yes, I like watching the rookie. And what's the other one I like to watch? Trend. We call it Will Trend. I like to watch Will Trend too. How they predict things and you know I like to watch these things because it's learning. You never stop learning. Sometimes even though it's an actual show, but some of these things are actually playing out in real life. And how people try to discreet things and helping you look for the things that they had just put down there for you. That's why some people call people, you see, you're crazy, but actually these people are not crazy. You know what I mean? Sometimes we call people crazy when they're saying something to us because we can't picture what they're saying and they're the only one. that is seeing what is happening to them. So when they come to us and they we trying to paint a narrative to us, or so we can't see from their standpoint because we don't know what they're talking about. We're clueless, yeah. So we tend to get a little bit more upset about this. I don't understand you. I don't know what you're talking about. Blah blah blah. You're losing your mind. You're this. You're that. Not realize it's like shun you off and so until something play out. This. Oh, that was what this person was trying to tell me. Too late. And that's why it's good to when somebody talking to you about something. Sometimes you might not be wanting to hear it, but it's good to listen because, as I said, we never know when knock. We never know when anything gonna knock at our door, and we can't read minds. Maybe these people coming in now. Yep, they're coming in. Hey, I gotta go, family. I'm coming. Bye. I gotta go.